There are so many proverbs that seem to be written just for today. But there's two that really stick out to me, especially right now. And it's Proverbs 26, 4 through 5. And it says this: don't answer the foolish arguments of fools, or you'll become as foolish as they are. Be sure to answer the foolish argument of fools, or they'll be wise in their own estimation. Those are two verses side by side, but they feel like they're directly talking to things that I see almost every single day, especially online. How do you deal with people who are just being foolish? One of those verses says, don't answer them. The other verse right after says, do answer them. So which one is it? See, here's the thing. They're both true. They're not giving us a contradiction. A fool is someone who lacks good judgment. They may know what's right, but they just don't care. And Proverbs is pointing out that when you deal with a fool, you are in a lose-lose situation. Sometimes the smartest move is not to answer a fool at all, because all you'll do is get pulled into their nonsense, into their foolishness. You'll find yourself just running in circles, talking like they do, and becoming as foolish as they are. That's verse number 4. And other times when you do answer, but not because you think you'll change their mind, you answer so that other people who are listening or watching don't walk away thinking that the foolish person is right. That's verse number 5. So how do you know which one to do? And that's where wisdom comes in. Here's a couple of questions that you could ask yourself when you find yourself in those moments. First question you can ask yourself is, who am I really talking to right now? Is this person someone who's open to truth? Are they open to a conversation? Or is this someone that's just looking for a fight and looking for someone to hear what they have to say without any feedback at all? Another question would be, who else is hearing this? Will my silence leave other people confused or misled? And even if I could correct them, is it worth my peace, my time, and my energy? And maybe one last question is, what position or condition will I be in after I'm done interacting with this person? Will I be a wreck? Will I be better? Will the situation be better? See, a wise person knows that they don't have to attend every single argument that they're invited to. Man, is that difficult. But a wise person might say one short, clear thing to set the record straight, perhaps, and then they'll step away before it turns into a back and forth that goes nowhere. And yes, the foolish person is probably going to keep on talking after you've walked away. They might even double down. They might even claim that they won. That's fine. Let them. At the end of the day, your job is not to win every argument. Your job is to live with as much integrity as you can, to protect your peace, and to put your energy into things that actually make a difference. But to walk in wisdom, you've got to practice wise thinking and know what things are most important for you before you run into a fool. Because if you don't, they're going to drag you into their foolishness before you can be clear-minded enough to know how to respond in the first place. So when you see a fool coming, it's usually best to just let them pass on by. While they may irritate you as they're going by, what they take from you when you deal with them directly is rarely worth the time.